trash-talking UFC fighter and the king of Miami, Jorge Masvidal. He joins me now. All right, so Jorge, you're son of the Cuban exiles. How do you or how would your family feel about being told to shut up about tyranny?
First, I don't know why they send our athletes to China. That's crazy. And how you doing, man? Honored to be on your show, my brother.
What's
up?
I
don't know why they send the American athletes over there if it's such a problem that they can't even speak on the matters. You know, so it's crazy. And my parents, of course, I know what they would say. You know what they would say. They said this leads to what Cuba is now, what Venezuela is now. It leads to communism, you know, and we have to stop it as soon as we get a chance.
Yeah, you take their phones away from you, and if you start saying something, some goon will tackle you. I don't know why Nancy didn't say this. If the Chinese communists touch a hair on one of our bobsledders, one of our curlers, one of our downhill skiers, they will be met with the full force of the U.S. government. Case closed. Why can't Nancy just say that, Jorge?
She's not for the American people. You know, we've had other leaders in power that would have made sure no American got touched. If not, they wouldn't send them if it was that much of a situation they could put them at risk. So it's crazy. It's just nuts. America has changed. You know, I have an uncle that passed away 5 years ago. If he came back right now and I had to explain to him all the issues that have happened in these last 5 years, he'd be in the twilight zone. It's crazy everything that's going on. From the pandemic mandates to, you know, you can't be out in the street, but you have to be robbing and stealing. Like, it's crazy. You know, they shut down businesses all across the country, and we're still now finally coming back, and it's still a lot of nonsense going on, man. It's nuts. I got so many questions. Why is the gas so high? Like, I'm a simpleton, right? Can somebody explain that to me really quick, you know? I could be other things promoting my fight, but I love this country, man. I really do, and I have so many questions, and they don't get answered, you know? Yeah,
we're going to promote the hell out of your fight in a second, but I'm just curious. Say they had MMA in the Olympics. I mean, God help the Chinese if they did, but say you were over there competing, and someone put a mic in your face, and they asked you what's going on there during your trip. What would you say?
I mean, if they were smart enough that they didn't let me see any of that crazy stuff, then maybe I couldn't say crazy. But if I saw something that needs to be spoken about, why not, you know? And get on the first private plane out of it as soon as I say that, you know, because they're going to come looking for me. So it's crazy, though. I don't even think I would have gone over there. I've never been to Cuba. I haven't been to any communist country because my dad strictly just forbids it for me. He just doesn't want me to. So I don't know if I would have been able to compete in that game. I'm not in that situation, so I don't say, but I know my dad would have been sternly against it, you know?
Yeah, it's a very tough choice. All right, so we have a big fight coming up March 5th, 10 o'clock Eastern, UFC 272. You're facing off against Kobe Covington, who came on primetime last week. Here is what he said about you. Roll it.
Yeah, March 5th, it's a career-ending fight for Jorge Masvidal. He's talked a big game, Jesse, to the media. And just like Joe Biden, they talk a big game, but they don't walk a big game. And March 5th on pay-per-view, I'm going to expose journeyman Jorge Masvidal in front of the world.
Oh, he called you a journeyman. What's your response, Jorge?
It's so amazing that I'm going to get to punch this guy in the face. And I really don't like this guy. And I'm going to get paid for it a big amount of money. And I can't wait just to expose him once again to the world. He's a charlatan. He's, you know, if you don't believe me, just ask him what's his favorite law that Trump passed while Trump was in presidency or anything like that. Ask that idiot anything politically related. You'll see he's just a fraud, man. He's just holding up books to get triggers and things like that, but he doesn't know anything about what he talks about. And about fighting, he's very limited, and I'm going to show him March 4th how limited he is.
All right, I'll be watching. You know, however much it costs, I'll be doing the pay-per-view thing. It's going to be a great fight.
Don't forget.
Yep.
Donald Trump's favorite fighter. Don't forget, brother.
All right, Jorge. Thank you so much for coming on Jesse Waters Prime Time.
Always
a pleasure.
God bless America. God bless America. Do the right thing. Ron DeSantis, greatest governor in power right now.
All right, we got a Ron DeSantis shout out.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.